Okay, this is a minute in Cerbere, well, 30 seconds. Cerbere is like the last town in France on the Mediterranean going into Spain. It's a railway town. What basically happened, or used to happen, was that the gauges of the railway was different on the Spanish side to the French side. So anything going into Spain or France had to stop here, or in its sister town on the other side, called Port Boo, or Bow, and swap over onto different tracks. So it's the same now. Essentially what happens is the Spanish trains terminate here, the French trains terminate in Port Boo. The two towns are literally identical apart from culturally. One's Spanish, one's French. And if you're in a camper van, you need to come here. And you likely will do if you're following the French coastline and you want to go into Spain. I love I love the way they painted the protection, the storm protection for their port. Anyway, which, by the way, I think it was about 10 years ago, all of this was hit by a storm and washed away completely and in its entirety. At the time it was built out of stone. It was a traditional, what do you call them? I don't know what you call them. Wall. Port wall maybe. Anyway, it took them a couple of years to rebuild it like this. I think they've done a fair job, and I particularly like the gold highlights that a wonderful graffiti artist has come and done, which is fantastic. So yeah, headland, round the corner, Spain. You can walk it, to be honest. These houses here on the top were both derelict when I first came here, which was about, I guess, 15-20 years ago. Somebody bought them, did them up. Wow, what places they are now. What else can I tell you about Cerbere? It's cool. It's got a very nice tunnel full of graffiti on the way into the railway station, which is worth a look. It's beautiful, tiny but beautiful, and it's got its own little plonge place. Learn to dive. Yeah, I don't know what to. Anyway, I'm going to go to Collier now because I basically walked here from where I am to pick up some hand washing stuff, so I can wash all my grots and that before I go back. I don't know why I would do that, but actually I need some for tomorrow. Yeah, everywhere's shut. I got my timing well off. Everywhere's shut at 12:30. Doesn't reopen till 3 o'clock. So I think what I'll do is walk back to where I am staying and go to Collier and probably drop a little video thing about Collier, which is equally lovely. It's not equally lovely, it's quite a bit lovely, but very, very expensive and very posh. This, on the other hand, is just very cool. Actually, I could go to the Spanish side. I'll tell you what I'll do. When I get back, I'll jump in the car and I'll drive over to the Spanish equivalent, which is called Port Boo. This part of France and Spain has got history, Second World War type, Spanish Civil War history, which is not pleasant. Yeah, very unpleasant. In fact, I don't understand it all. Basically, the people, I don't know, just horrible. I ought to find out, really. I could tell you about it, but not today. Just see you later, I guess. Have fun. If you've got a van, get down here. It's cool. The roads are ace, a bit tight, but they've been widened considerably in the 20 years since I first came here. Yeah. Rathergood.com